Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's check out Eiyuden Chronicle Rising, running on xbsx. This game's available for basically all the systems, PlayStation, PC, Xbox One, or the Series systems, and the Switch as well. So, no matter what system you have, you can experience this game. So this game is a crowdfunded game, and it has a lot of the staff members from the Suikoden series, you know, the old PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 series. Well, I guess there were some PlayStation 3 games as well. Oh, no, I think I did it on PlayStation 2. Well, anyway, so it is a bit of a spiritual sequel to that series of games, but this is not a JRPG, so let's get that out of the way. It's a side-scrolling action game, you know, a 2D action game, but it has the spirit of the Suikoden-style storytelling. So let's check it out. If you are a part of Game Pass, then this is also a game that's included in the Game Pass, so you can check it out as part of that service. But if you don't have Game Pass, then it's a very reasonable $14.99 on all the platforms. So yeah, let's review. Alright, what do we got for options here? Language, English, I think all that is fine. It looks fine. Play from the beginning, yes. I haven't tried it before, so I would have to play from the beginning. Okay, it's vector animation. I'm okay with that, though. Been walking for a while now. CJ, a young girl descended from generations of scavengers. She has come to New Navea to complete her family's rite of passage. See, Runebarrows discovered. Wealth beyond your wildest dreams awaits you in New Navea. All adventurers welcome. Based on what I heard at the inn yesterday, it shouldn't be too far from now. Unless I'm lost. Yeah! Stop! You! Help me out, will ya? What have we got here? Thieves? Bandits! They're all over the place lately. You look like you couldn't handle yourself in a fight, though. What's that supposed to mean, huh? I'm a regular everyday trader. You often go around judging folks on how they look. Wow, sorry. Going after helpless traders now, are we? Clear out, little girl. You don't even have the decency to deny it. Can't just watch a man's property get stolen, can I? It goes against my principles. Or property. Can't watch a man's property get stolen, can I? It goes against my principles. Well, come on then, cowards. I'll take you for all you're worth. Defeat the bandits. Okay, approach and attack incoming enemies. Although some fights can be avoided, occasionally enemies will block the path ahead. Always be ready for some action. Next, attack, A to jump, or right trigger, unique skill. Quick step, CJ's unique skill. CJ can traverse short distances at high speed. A quick step forward while in motion and backwards while stationary. Time your movement right and you can use this skill to evade enemy attacks. Oh, it's a quick step. Maybe Bloodhound step, I don't know. Normal evade. Oh, I got range. Yeah, retreat. Not bad at all. Better than I expected from a youngin'. Hogan's the name. You really saved my skin. I owe you one. Hogan. Never one to miss that trend. Hogan was quick to notice the sudden influx of adventurers to New Navea, and even quicker to set up shop at the town's authorized trading post. CJ, Honorable Scavenger, at your service. Honorable Scavenger? How does that work? Well, scavenging is just treasure hunting, isn't it? Only difference between that and thieving is whether your mark is living or dead. Thieves think too highly of themselves, though. That's what my clan says, anyway. So, scavenger suits you better, huh? You're journeying to New Nevea for treasure then, I take it? Sure am. What about you? Just left. Picked up some trinkets and came out here to sell them off. What about lenses? Did they have lenses? Yep, plenty of them, too. I even heard some lucky souls finding rune lenses down in them barrows. Yes, I gotta get down there now. That humongous lens is as good as mine. Which way to the town? Now, what kind of gentleman would I be if I didn't take you there myself? Least I can do, after all. Back again already, Hogan? Wait, where's your escorts? Bolted at the first sign of bandits. Paid good money for them, too. Bandits again? A tougher bunch than last time. Someone ought to do something soon. Look, we're just here to guard the checkpoint, alright? If you got a complaint, take it up with the acting mayor. Yeah. And who's this little lady? Her name's CJ. She's an honorable scavenger? Here to accept the acting mayor's generous invitation. And she's more reliable than you, lab house, that's for sure. Another reckless adventurer willing to risk their lives? And a child at that? I'll take that as a compliment, thank you. There's not a single member of my clan who's got their head screwed on. Reckless fools, every one of them. Fair enough. Acting mayor will certainly be glad to hear that. Proceed. Back so soon? I'm quite sure I watched you leave just a little while ago. You won't believe what happened, Squash. My word! At least you are unscathed. Thanks to this young lady, no less. Madam CJ, was it? Squash, authorized appraiser. A pleasure to meet you. Squash, a connoisseur of all that shimmers, the promise of a glimmering future drew Squash to New Nevea to open his accessory shop. His discerning eye quickly earned him the role of the town's authorized appraiser. Authorized appraiser? Indeed, it's my duty to appraise the artifacts excavated from the Barrows. What for? Why, to determine their value, of course. All artifacts found in the Barrows are subject to an explorer tax of 30%. 30%? You haven't heard the worst of it yet. If you want into the Runebarrows, you're gonna need an explorer's license from the acting mayor. And that license don't come cheap. Ain't that right, Squash? Well, I'm afraid so. This mayor sounds proper rapacious, if you ask me. Yep, rapacious is the word. Quite. Well, what's to stop me sneaking out on the other side of the ruin, anyway? Oh, I wouldn't recommend that. You get caught trying to hightail it out of here with a bag full of loot, well, you won't get very far. Mayor's hired an unsavory from the East Reach to put a stop to any thieving that might occur. That's what I've heard, at least. I've seen many a crook dealt with in my day, but that mercenary is unnerving. I'm quite sure his presence is the only thing keeping those bandits from darkening our door. How about we go see the mayor for ourselves, eh? Even a rapacious old soul can be reasoned with, after all. Sounds like a plan. Lead the way. Right this way. The town's just ahead. Well then, perhaps the next time we meet, you'll have handfuls of treasure for me to appraise. Until then, farewell. Here it is, a flourishing new frontier in the grip of a gold rush. Welcome to New Nevea. Not much to look at, is it? Well, I did say flourishing, didn't I? Work in progress, huh? Is this an Earthquake! Yeah, I can't stand earthquakes. You're fine. Wasn't even that big. Right. Anyway, earthquakes are pretty common here. Best be on your toes. Of course, it's thanks to an earthquake that we even found them barrows. Real big one about 3 months ago. So that's what happened. Well, I best be getting back. Got a store to run after all. Or I will eventually. Figured I'd make a buck or two by setting up a trading post for adventurers to trade their wares. Mosey on by once I've opened up. Wait, where can I find that mare you're talking about? A town office in the plaza, I suppose. Where else? Thanks, Hogan. Stay out of trouble now. Fingers crossed, Missy. Fingers crossed. Bye-bye. Now then, time to track down this money-grabbing mare. What if the mare is like a horse? And they're like, oh yeah, he's the mayor. From the main menu, you can check your current quest progress, as well as your stats and items. A minimap showing your current location is also displayed on this screen. This bustling plaza is the beating heart of New Nevea, with townsfolk passing through it day and night. The town office sits at its center, where the bulletin board can be found whenever CJ feels like helping the residents. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, okay. Can't talk to you, apparently. Excuse me, any idea where a girl might find a rapacious acting mare I've heard so much about? Rapacious? How rude! Oh, lighten up. I just... Wait, it's not you, is it? I am Isha, the acting mayor of this town. Yes, I should very much like to know who considers me rapacious, though. Isha, having taken over as acting mayor after her father went missing, Isha is responsible for the decisions to open the quarry to adventurers, and for taxing them for the privilege. Well, that's... Hogan, and Squash. Them again? Perhaps their taxes are due for an increase. Sorry, guys. So, rapacious might have been a bit much. From what I'd heard about the mayor, I was expecting some old fogey. Not a, charming young woman such as yourself. How old are you, anyway? 16, what of it? Same as me. I'm CJ, nice to meet you. An adventurer, I presume? Never judge a book by its boots, as they say. We welcome all sorts here. CJ. Initials, perhaps? Prefer to keep your real name a secret? Is that it? Ah, well, enough about me. License. That's right. I came here to get an explorer's license. An explorer's license costs 100,000 bakwa, not a penny less. 100,000 bakwa? Are you mad, woman? Do I look like I've got that on me? I'm 16. Give me the children's fee, like the horse carriages in the city. Do you think me as dull-witted as that? Even your horse carriages consider anyone older than 12 capable of paying full price. Huh. You know your horse carriages, I'll give you that. Fret not, we offer assistance to the financially enfeebled. Take this stamp card, collect your stamps, and I'll issue you an explorer's license. A stamp card? The residents of New Nevea post odd jobs at the bulletin board frequently. Complete a task, and that resident will stamp your card for you. So I have to help out around town, is that it? In a nutshell, yes. Many were troubled considerably by the earthquake 3 months back. Help is in great demand and in short supply. Piece of cake. Don't go anywhere, because I'll be back for my license before you know it. Stamp card. Collect stamps in this card by helping the townsfolk with whatever they need. Essential for acquiring an explorer's license, no adventure in New Nevea can be without their stamp card. Main quest 1, first day on the job. Not much to see here. Okay. Hello, don't suppose you know of anyone who needs any help around here? I sure do. Really? Who? Me. Oh. Look, I'd love to help you, but if it's not going to get my card stamped, I have to decline. Stamp? Like the one Mayor Isha gave everyone? I've got one, look. Wow, even you kids have them? With this stamp, adventurers will perform any tasks and all tasks you require. So use and abuse them. That's what Mayor Isha said. Rapacious might have been right on the money after all. Are you an adventurer too? Yep, call me CJ. What's your name? Priya. So, will you help me, CJ? I certainly will. What can I do for you today, Priya? Find Yum Yum. Yum Yum ran away from home and hasn't come back yet. Can't be having that now, can we? Is Yum Yum your little sister? Brother? My cat. She's white and fluffy and cute and cuddly. You want me to track down a cat? So much for treasure hunting, I suppose. She got startled by that quake earlier and jumped out the window. She's still little, so it's dangerous for her to go out by herself. If she wanders outside the walls, she could be eaten by a monster. Oh, please find her for me, CJ. Yum Yum is my most treasured friend. Treasured, you say? Well, if there's one thing I'm good at, it's finding treasure. I'll have Yum Yum back to you in no time. Oh, thank you. I'll be right here, okay? Yum Yum, where are you? Are you in town or not in town? Oh, I gotta gather information. An outlander? Save your breath. This used to be a quite little village till you showed up. Nothing but a nuisance, the lot of you. What is that Isha lass thinking, eh? No respect for tradition. A crusty old woman. Whoa, never seen an adventurer like you before. If you find anything good, don't keep it all for yourself, yeah? That old bag might not see the benefit letting you adventurers in, but I do. Mining's all we got, after all, especially now that they've sealed off the Barrows. What use would a mining town be without a mine, honestly? Isha might be a bit daft at times, but she's right about this. What do you mean? Greedy, certainly, but daft? I didn't mean anything by it. She's just different from the rest of us. Have you seen a fluffy white cat being cute and cuddly around here, have you? I have. Priya's cat, right? Yum Yum? Really? Where'd it go? I pulled its tail and it ran off into the woods. Why would you pull a cat's tail? Why not? Nothing to do with an outlander like you, anyway. Charming. She's only small, so she'll be gobbled up by monsters for sure. There are monsters all over the place since the mining started. There'll be no cats getting gobbled on my watch. I promised Priya I'd return her treasure, and that's what I'm going to do. I appreciate the info, kid. Could have done without the attitude, though. You can now go from town outskirts to the Great Forest. There are a variety of dungeons around the town, each rich with their own unique resources ready for you to mine. Since the earthquake, monsters have been sighted in greater and greater numbers, so proceed with caution. Great Forest. The Great Forest, a large, lush forest located just outside the border of New Nevea. While this area is rich with food, wood, and stone, the monsters which have gathered there since the earthquake have made it a dangerous place to be. A cat? No idea, sorry. Okay, gotta learn to time my stuff, I see. A cat! Small, white, fluffy, cute. Yep, you must be Yum Yum. Ahem. Yum Yum. Who's a good kitty, eh? Nothing to be afraid of. Please don't run away. Gotcha. Meow. What's a little angel like you doing in a place like this, eh? Let's get you back to your family, shall we? I'm back, and look who I found. Meow. Yum Yum. Purr. I was so worried about you, dummy. Cut her some slack, yeah? She had a bit of a scare and ran off into the woods, that's all. A scare? Oh no, I'm sorry, Yum Yum. At least you're not hurt. Don't go wandering off no more, okay? Meow. Thank you so much, CJ. As promised, here's my stamp. Why, thank you. And done. One step down. Plenty more to go. Say, Priya, you don't happen to know anyone else who might need some help, do you? Sure do. Really? Who's next then? My dad. Our house got all messed up in that big quake 3 months ago. Dad's been trying to fix it, but he never has enough wood. Do you think you could help him, CJ? Of course. Leave it to me. Gotta fill up this stamp card so I can get my explorer's license, you see. Can't expect it to stamp itself, can I? You're the best, CJ. So, where's your dad, anyway? We live just over there, in the residential district. Got it. Bye for now, Priya. Bye-bye. Oh gosh, it is a lot of missions. My goodness. Stamp received. 50 experience obtained. As your party accumulates experience, their level and stats will increase. Experience is gained by completing quests and defeating enemies inside dungeons. Main quest 2, repair my broken house. You can now go from plaza to residential district. Residential district. Lifelong residents of New Nevea have their homes in this part of town. Acting Mayor Isha also calls this place home. Excuse me, I don't suppose you're Priya's dad, are you? I am, and who might you be? Another adventurer looking for treasure? Yep, I'm CJ. Nice to meet you. I'm Ganesh. How exactly do you know my Priya, then? We just met in the plaza. I helped her track down Yum Yum. Is that so? Very kind of you. So, what brings you here to me? Priya said you've been having some trouble rebuilding your home after that big quake, so I thought to come by and lend a hand. I see. And I suppose you're collecting stamps, then? Yep, I've only got one for now, so if there's anything you need help with, I'm your girl. I suppose I do have a small job you could take care of. You do? Why not? Acting Mayor's got the right idea as far as you adventurers go. If you're willing to work, who am I to turn you away? Right. So what's the job? I need you to gather some wood for repairs on my house. You'll have to venture out to the Great Forest outside of town. That's all? No problem. I'd go myself, but since the excavation, I've heard all sorts of creatures have been seen in the woods. Everyone here is far too scared to venture down and see for themselves. I had no idea the Runebarrows had caused so much trouble. Oh, you'll be needing an axe then, unless you plan on talking the trees into coming down. Here, take this old one. Thanks. I'll be back in a bit. Take care. Axe level 1 received. With this item, you can cut down trees in forests and elsewhere to obtain wood. As you level up your axe, you will increase the variations of wood you can acquire. Healing potion level 1 received. Consumable items like potions and bombs are kept in your stowpack. If your stowpack is full, items will be held in your storehouse until you need them. Be sure to check your stowpack before venturing out. Yeah, I forgot to put potions in my stowpack. Learn from my mistakes, kid. Stock up before you head out. Once enemies have been slain and resources gathered, they will not be available again until you leave the dungeon. If you can't find the resources you need, head back to your base and try again after a good rest. A bag designed to store resources gathered in the dungeons. Once you return to the city, its contents will be transferred to your storehouse. Once your resource bag is full, you will be unable to gather any more. Remember though, you can always throw away resources you don't need. Flying enemies will be found inside dungeons. Jumping attacks are the best way to handle airborne enemies. I should really just get what I need and get back. Oh, okay. I already have what I need, huh? It's like I'm playing Sakana. Although that's not a bad thing. I love Sakana. In fact, it's one of those games which we should probably finish at some point in time. Though I may end up playing that on the Steam Deck. I don't know. Let's see how we... Let's see if we can ever clear our backlog, which is infinitely deep. Lumber. Ordinary, readily available lumber. It's not the sturdiest material around, but it will do for smaller homes. I'm back. Well, I got what you need, I reckon. Wonderful. Finally, I can finish fixing my house. You have my thanks. This house has been in my family for generations. It's my most treasured possession. Don't know what I'd do if we were to lose it. My ancestors are probably rolling in their graves. You really helped me out, you know. Here, let me stamp that card for you. Thanks, CJ. You're very welcome, Priya. Yum Yum is behaving herself, I trust? Meow. You're a good one, you are. You know, if all adventurers were like you, even my old man might come around. Have you got anywhere to stay while you're here? Nah, not yet. Guess I should look for the inn. You won't find anything like an inn around here, I'm afraid. What? But then, where do all the adventurers stay? They pitch tents down by Outlander Lane. Tents? Of course, I doubt there'd be any space for another one down there now. Adventurers have been pouring in for the last few months, all looking to strike it rich. Sleeping on the street. Didn't expect that. It's all the same to you. We have a little house you could borrow. The last tenant just left. Nothing fancy, but beats sleeping rough, I'd wager. Well, I don't really have any money. You saw to it that Priya and me have a roof over our heads. Least I can do is offer the same in kind. No need for money. Really? Here, take the key. It's just down that hill. Have a look when you have time. Thank you. Step received. 50 experience. How are the lodgings then? Think they'll do? Of course, but is it really okay for me to stay here for free? I said as much, didn't I? A man's only as good as his word. If you don't mind, though, I'd appreciate it if you could help my father like you helped us. Your father? So, Priya's grandfather? I'm happy to help. But what with? Repairing the clock tower. Clock tower? You might have noticed a fallen pillar of rubble in the plaza. That used to be our town's symbolic clock tower. I tried telling my father that we just don't have the materials to fix it, but do you think he'd listen? Say no more. You need help, I need stamps. That's all there is to it. Thanks. Also, a word to the wise. My father can be blunt, to put it lightly. I don't doubt he'll put his foot in his mouth at some stage, but I'd appreciate it if you just ignore him. No worries. I'm used to dealing with old folks. Thank you. His name is Shiva. If you head to the plaza now, you'll probably find him. CJ's home, away from home, and base for her adventuring. Resting here for the night will recover all your strength. You can save your progress at CJ's base or at any signpost. If you are defeated in battle, you will resume the game from your last save. Autosave data will be updated automatically. Quest clear. Main quest 3. Old Shiva's Clock Tower. Nothing on the board, huh? As if we haven't had it bad enough already. Excuse me, are you Priya's grandpa by any chance? And if I am, what's it to a money-hungry outlander, huh? I heard you could use a hand restoring this clock tower to its former glory. Me? A hand? Oh, I see. You think you can line your pockets by taking advantage of an elderly gentleman, is that it? Well, you won't pull the wool over my eyes. Away with you. Whoa. That's not it at all. Priya's dad asked me to help you out. That useless old sod. Been flapping them gums to outlanders now, has he? Stay out of this, outlander. No one needs help from the likes of you. But this is important, isn't it? Of course it is. My ancestors built this when they first arrived in old Nevea 150 years ago. A more precious treasure this town has never known. Of course it's bloody important. Old Nevea? I thought this place was called New Nevea. Old Nevea is the town our ancestors came upon. Abandoned it was, barely worth being called a town, so the story goes. So they built it up anew and called it New Nevea. This clock tower is a treasure testament to their vision for New Nevea. Pains me to see it in this state. Well, can't have that then, can we? Lucky for you, I know a thing or two about taking care of treasures. You can keep your coin, good sir. A stamp will do just fine. A stamp? Huh. Those thing Doxa's girl sent around? It's risky work. Better a no-good venture take it on than any of us. Fine, get to it. You'll need to go get the great tree bough from the biggest tree in the great forest. Off you go, then. How am I supposed to know which is the biggest one? Give me a hint or something. Well, it'll be the furthest one in, won't it? It's huge. Even you could miss it. Furthest in, huh? Okay, I'll be back. Treasure. Not gathering mushrooms, huh? Not monster hunter, I guess. Signposts. Signposts can be found at key points inside dungeons to give you information about where you currently are. At signposts, you can fast travel to any previously visited area within the dungeon, and can also save your game. Looking at something? You an adventurer too? Here for the treasure? Sure, why not? What's that then? Looks important. That's just a rock. That doesn't look like an ordinary rock, though. But wait, you haven't seen a big, huge tree in your travels, have you? Nah. I guess it's further in then. Thanks. Anyway. Hold it, princess. Huh? What? The forest is crawling with monsters today. You go any deeper in, you might not come back out. Monsters? Nope. What kind of scavenger would I be if I let that put me off? Obtain nuts. Nuts! Pushing received. All right, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching Eiyuden Chronicle Rising, running on Series X. Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool so far. Apparently the game does take a little while to gear up, because you're doing all these, required missions. So, somewhere around the 3 to 5 hour mark, I guess, is how long it takes to finally get in gear, and do all of the city management and all the normal sort of dungeon exploring and the gathering of your quest companions. So, it's going to take a little longer to start, but apparently it's a fun game once you get past that initial hump. But so far, I really like it. I like the way the graphics look, and the characters are, light and shallow. But that's okay too. I certainly don't mind that. Not everything has to be, dark, depressing, and deep. Some things can just be fun, like the original Suikoden games were. Notwithstanding 6. But yeah, check it out. If you have Game Pass, you'll be able to play it there. Or if you have any other system, it's at a very low price. Again, it's at $14.99 USD. It seems like it's worth it, so check it out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.